Welcome back to The Young Voter. The war on the American worker continues, and so does the war on the middle class. The GOP is everywhere trying to undermine the basic job security and rigorous regulations that workers have toiled years and years to establish. The right of a worker to organize into a union so one can deal with management. That right is being taken away. The right of a worker to get health care is being undermined and attacked. And now, even the minimum wage and child labor laws are stuff the GOP wants to gut out of this nation's laws. Why do Republicans want to do this? It is because Republicans are wholly owned subsidiaries of national, multinational, and moneyed interests. The Republican Party is a sellout to the richest people in this country and abroad because they are to do their bidding and screw everyone else. Now, the GOP plans to kill jobs. They label President Obama's health care bill a job killing, but they themselves want to kill jobs. Their plan to cut $60 billion from the federal budget would, according to an independent analyst from Goldman Sachs, an analysis from Goldman Sachs says that their plan would knock off 2% from GDP and would destroy up to 800,000 jobs. 800,000 jobs. Now, if that isn't job killing, tell me what is. But apparently the Republicans don't care. John Boehner said, quote, "If some of those jobs are lost, so be it." So be it? I thought you were all about job creation. I thought you were all about, oh no, down with job-killing healthcare. Let's go and try to create jobs and stimulate this economy. Oh no, but now you don't care if jobs are lost. What is it then? You don't give a damn about how many people have jobs or the unemployed. You only care about your fat cat donors, the people that give you money and that put you up there and put you up to this, okay, so that their interests can be represented and the American people's are not. You're mere puppets of these people, and it's despicable, and it's shameful, and it's disgraceful. Because you're not good politicians, you're not even good thinkers. You're just actors. You're just acting the part that they want you to play and that they have paid you to play. But the American people have been deceived by the Republican Party into believing that liberal ideas, liberal quote-unquote, are bad and conservative ideas are great. But of course, when you poll the American public on things such as oil company subsidies, the American people are overwhelmingly opposed to oil company subsidies because oil companies have made trillions of dollars in profits over the past decade. Trillions! They don't need the government's money. They don't need my money. They don't need your money. They're doing fine on their own. The Republicans say, oh no, but if we don't get these subsidies, they're going to go elsewhere. They're going to go elsewhere to drill oil? Oil is not, they can't just go to another country and drill over there because we have the oil. We have a lot of oil on the Gulf Coast that we control. They're not going to go anywhere else. It is fear-mongering at its worst, and it's disgusting, and it's despicable because they are betraying you, the American people. Because all they want is to want to shovel money at the oil companies because the oil companies shovel money back at them in return. Conservative interests are not what the American people stand for. Okay? The American people oppose, in poll after poll, giving tax breaks to the richest people in the country. They oppose oil company subsidies. Yet, Republicans frame it in a way that divides people so that people see themselves as conservative and not liberal. No, the vast majority of this country is center-left. It is a deception brought on by the Republican Party, okay, the corporatist party, I'm going to start calling it. The corporatist party has deceived the American people into believing that conservatism represents them. Conservatism is wrong, okay? Conservatism represents a lack of imagination, an idiocy in a way, an inability for change, an inability to progress. Human civilization has progressed since the dawn of time. Since the dawn of a human species, we have progressed. But now they're saying, progress bad, progress bad. There's always this group of people which is outnumbered by the rest of the country, so they have to twist everything and deceive the rest of the country, that want to keep progress back because it's going to hurt their interests. Because the corporations aren't going to keep making bucket loads of money that they can pour on their CEOs and on their corporatist politicians. No, no, no. If progress continues, they're not going to make that money. So they want to halt it. And they've deceived you. They have deceived you. Okay? It is propaganda that they're shoving down your throat, and you need to resist it. Don't let them do it. Okay? They're doing this in Wisconsin. This is a perfect example of propaganda. Scott Walker, the governor, said that we need to get the budget passed. Okay, and of course getting rid of these cuts for collective bargaining, etc., which of course collective bargaining has nothing to do with the budget deficit. Nothing. Okay, the state workers already agreed to take the cuts in pay and healthcare benefits. They've already agreed to that. The collective bargaining has nothing to do with the state budget deficit. But Scott Walker, of course, and the rest of the Republican Party, they don't know what facts are. Okay, they just come up with theories out of thin air. I mean, you shouldn't be surprised. It's the Republican Party of 2011, okay? It's the Republican Party going back to Ronald Reagan, okay? Reaganomics. You just conjured it up in thin air. I mean, based on no facts, but whatever. So Scott Walker says that they're gonna run out. They're gonna pass the refinancing deadline for the state debt. So you're gonna refinance the state debt, and you're going to borrow money to pay back your debt. So how is that going to be better for your finances? Scott Walker keeps talking about kicking the can down the road, okay, the budget crisis. But isn't this kicking the can down the road? I'm not going to pay down the state debt. I'm going to refinance it. I'm going to borrow more money to pay down the debt. You're actually going to be ending up spending more money. But of course, Scott Walker has been bought by the banks from whom the state of Wisconsin borrows money. So of course he wants to refinance it. Oh, give more money to the banks. Give them more money. Are you kidding me? They're going to give me money then. What? Of course they're going to refinance the state debt. And of course, Scott Walker paints this, oh, this is going to save us money. It's going to cut the state budget deficit, etc., etc. That does no such thing. It saves money in the short term. But over the long term, it actually increases the amount of interest you have to pay back to the banks, therefore increasing the budget deficit. But of course, Scott Walker does not pay attention to facts, okay? And it's propaganda that they're shoving down your throat. You need to vomit it up. Don't let it even get in there. They're shoving it down your throat, that propaganda. They're not with you. They don't care about you. They don't care about workers, okay? Reagan destroyed the public sector unions. Now they're trying to destroy the private sector unions, okay? So that the workers have nowhere to turn to. So that they don't have any rights, okay? Get rid of worker rights. You should be happy you're getting paid 5 cents an hour. That is what they want to go back to. They want to go back to the 1920s. Or even maybe the 1820s, okay? It is awful that this is happening and that more people are not talking out about it, okay? They're not fighting back. And I'm trying to fight back, and I'm trying to energize people to fight back against this stuff that's going on. They're trying to take away your rights. Damn it. They don't care if jobs are lost. Okay, all they want to do is shovel money back to their buddies, okay, in the banks, okay, the Koch brothers, the CEOs and corporatists. Okay, well then throw money back at them. So they can keep winning campaigns, they can go to the Ritz, they can go to spas, etc., live the good life. Off of your back, off of taxpayer dollars. Okay? And then they say that the unions are the fat cats of today. Please. Okay? This is the biggest bunch of hypocrisy I have seen. Ever. Okay? Republicans are all about dividing people. Because if you just look at ideology, only a small part of people in this country, the richest, would support Republicans because they support their interests. Okay? But Republicans don't talk about their principles. No, no, no. They find wedge issues, such as abortion and gay marriage, to divide people, to divide the American middle class, so that some will side with the Republicans. Okay? They'll side with the Republicans, but at the same time, they're being undermined by Republicans' proposals in an economic sense. Economically, the Republicans are trying to crush the middle class. But to win elections, not only do they shovel corporate money into attack ads and shady tactics, but they also find wedge issues so that they can peel off voters at the margins and then they can eke victories through. So they're using propaganda, okay, financed by their corporatist friends, and they're finding wedge issues so they can keep win elections and then they can deceive the American people. Don't be deceived. Don't buy this bullshit, okay? Fight back against this crap, and I'm going to fight back, and you're going to fight back. We're not going to let these people deceive us anymore, okay? It's one step at a time. Go out, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, okay? Tell them the vote they're shoving down your throat is a bunch of horse shit, and we're not going to take it anymore. Thank you again for watching The Young Voter.